Concilio Detective Agency. Here's to not screwing it up this time.
Hey girl, welcome back. You were supposed to call me last night. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, Cass. I totally forgot. Can I make it up to you? Girls' night out?
We'll have to wait on that. Concilio has a case for you. You're going out of town for a while.
Wow, my first day back from suspension and I'm already on a case? Concilio must have really missed me. Is he in his office?
Yeah, he'll want to talk to you before you head out. And Alex?
Yeah?
I'm glad you're back.
Me too, Cass.
Alex, come in. It's good to have you back.
Cassandra says you have a case for me. Admit it. You've missed me, you old softy.
It is good to have you back.
I missed you too.
Listen, you're a smart detective, and I'm glad to have you on my team. But I'm giving you a second chance here. You understand? You screwed up on the Milliken case. I need you to be more careful.
Hey, I'm always careful. I've broken the rules numerous times, and I've only been caught once. That's a pretty good track record.
That isn't making me feel better.
Kidding, I'm kidding. Sorry, I know I need to be more careful, and I will.
Glad to hear it. Now that the mean boss talk is over, let's go over your case. You're headed upstate to Little Springs. There's an inn there called the White Oak. It's rumored to be haunted.
Haunted.
A girl died there a couple years ago, and recently, guests have reported seeing her spirit roaming the halls.
You're sending me to an inn where a dead woman is roaming around? You really haven't forgiven me, have you?
One of the employees at the inn is receiving threatening letters. They started when the ghost showed up. I'm sending you to figure out what's going on.
You're being serious. You're actually sending me on a ghost chase?
Perhaps. Perhaps there's something else going on. That's what you need to find out.
Okay, I'll take the case. If for some reason I don't survive, tell Cassandra I'm leaving her whatever's in my desk. I think there's a pack of Twizzlers still in there.
I put the case file on your desk. You'll be leaving tonight. Now get out of here. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We're almost there.
Whoa. What was that?
What?
I saw something walking on the lake.
There are some strange things happening around here lately.
What kind of strange things?
Hauntings, accidents. Something's not right. Here we are, the White Oak Inn. You sure you want to stay here?
I'm sure.
Okay, but call if you change your mind.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Welcome to the White Oak Inn. Are you okay? You look like you...
I've seen a ghost. I saw a strange glowing figure on the lake. Was that what that was?
So you've seen Audrey, huh?
Is that the girl who died?
Uh-huh. A little over 2 years ago.
When did her ghost start appearing?
3 months ago? It was on the anniversary of her death.
How did she die?
It was a boating accident. We used to go boating on the lake all the time. She went out one night and...
Did you know her well?
Yeah, we were friends. Her mom treated me like a son, so I was always hanging around the inn growing up.
Her mom worked here?
Lisa. She was the inn's owner. She recently sold the place.
Why'd she sell it?
Would you want to see your dead daughter roaming around?
No. Good point.
Anyway, enough about the ghost. Are you looking for a room?
I have a reservation under Alex Hill.
Oh, Alex. You're the detective I hired. Sorry, I thought that,
I was a man? Yeah, I get that a lot. You must be Ronnie.
Yep, that's me. Let me get that key for you. You'll be in room 2.
Thank you, Ronnie. Since it's late, I'll get settled in. Then we can go over your case in the morning.
Okay. The sooner the better.
Well, better go follow up with Ronnie. I need coffee and an IV.
Alex, hello. Did you arrive safely?
Hi, Concilio. Yeah, I made it just fine.
How are things going?
Well, I think I saw the ghost.
Really? What happened?
There was this glowing light on the lake near the inn. It was more exciting than it sounds.
Alex, I want you to be careful. If you ever feel unsafe, leave the inn and call me, okay?
Got it, boss.
Don't push things like you normally do.
I won't.
Have you talked to Ronnie yet?
He checked me in, but we haven't had a chance to go over everything yet.
I'll leave you to it then.
Talk to you later.
Hello?
Cass, hey, just wanted to check in.
Hey, Alex. Did you make it to the inn okay?
I made it, but get this. I think I saw the ghost.
You saw it? What did it look like?
Like a ghost?
Ha ha.
Well, there was this glowing figure on the lake.
Ugh, creepy.
I know.
Do you think it's actually a ghost? It could have been a boat.
Maybe. A glowing light on a lake? It's possible some of the locals go on the water at night.
Well, either way, be careful out there. Ghost or not, there could be something else going on.
Thanks, Cass. I'll be careful. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Call me if anything interesting comes up.
Holy crap, you scared me.
Sorry about that, dear. I saw there was a new guest and wanted to say hello.
Well, hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Shirley, darling. Glad to meet you and glad to have another guest around.
There aren't many other guests here?
No, not many since that ghost showed up. I've been so lonely without someone to talk to. Glad you're here.
How long have you been here?
Oh, off and on for the past 3 months.
3 months seems like a long time to be hanging out at an inn.
It is, dear, it is. I wasn't planning on staying so long, but that ghost showed up and I just had to know what was going on.
You were here when the ghost showed up.
I happened to be. Lucky coincidence, too, since I happen to be the foremost writer about hauntings and ghosts.
You read about...
Oh, look at me blathering on. You just woke up and probably want some breakfast. I'll let you get to it. We'll talk later, darling. I'm in room 5 when you want to stop by.
Good eats. Blah, yuck. Blah, yuck.
Good morning, Alex. Did you get settled in? How's your room?
My room's great. Now catch me up. What's been going on here? My boss said you've been receiving threats?
Yeah, not long after Audrey's ghost appeared. Take a look.
One of these letters says, I know what you did.
And I don't know what they're talking about, or why they're sending these to me, or who's doing it.
Well, that's why I'm here, to figure this all out. Can you give me any leads? Anyone who could be out to get you?
I mean, I'm not the most popular guy, but I'm not sure who'd send me threats. Maybe Henry? He was pretty unhinged after Audrey died, and he hated that I was dating Audrey.
Who's Henry? And why did he hate that you dated Audrey?
Henry owns a curiosity shop nearby. He was good friends with Lisa, hung out here a lot, and had a soft spot for Audrey. He made it clear that I wasn't good enough for her, but sending me threats? I don't know, that seems crazy for even him.
Why aren't you the most popular guy?
People think I'm not good enough.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm doing well now, but I sort of had a reputation for being irresponsible. People don't want to forget the past or believe that I could have changed.
Why did you have that reputation?
I wasn't always the best at showing up to work. I'd rather be kayaking or biking than sitting inside. And maybe at one point in time, I was drinking too much.
You have a drinking problem?
Had a drinking problem. I've been sober for 2 years, ever since Audrey died.
That's not easy to do. Why did you get sober after her death?
Because I can't remember that night. The night she died. I should probably tell you, Audrey and I dated for a while, but she broke up with me. She got tired of my slacking off. I was heartbroken, so that night I got drunk. And I don't remember anything, except waking up to policemen questioning everyone in her life. I didn't understand at first, but then I finally realized she was dead.
Wow, that's a lot. What happened next?
I knew I needed to make some changes. Lisa, Audrey's mom, really helped me out. She gave me this job. Probably should have fired me a few times, but she didn't, and she encouraged me to stay sober. I hate that she sold the inn, but I don't blame her.
Tell me more about what's happening with Audrey's ghost.
Like I said, she started showing up 3 months ago. It really creeped out our guests. Lisa was on edge and immediately talked about selling the inn. It didn't take long to sell it either.
Why did you stay? It can't be easy seeing Audrey around.
I've thought about leaving. I just haven't had the courage to do it. I'd probably have to leave town to find another job, and I grew up here. It's not easy to leave your hometown.
What can you tell me about the other guest, Shirley?
She's a blogger. She writes about haunted houses and hotels and encourages her audience to go visit. She was here when Audrey's ghost showed up, and has been asking questions ever since.
You don't like that she asks questions?
It feels, I don't know, disrespectful in a way. She doesn't care about Audrey. She just cares about selling a story.
Who bought the inn from Lisa?
His name's Dennis. He thinks he can use the ghostly reputation of this place to bring guests in. He's the business-minded type, but he seems all right. He's usually in his office during the day.
Is there anyone else who could be a suspect?
You could talk to Lauren. She works here part-time in the mornings, but you'll probably catch her at her outdoor shop.
Why should I talk to her?
She was close with Audrey and Lisa. Next to me, she'll know the most about everything going on at the inn.
Where is Lauren's outdoor shop?
It's near the lake. If you follow the trail in the back of the inn, it'll lead you straight there.
Okay, this has been a good start. I'll start digging around for more information.
Well, I'll let you get back to detective work. If you need my help, I'm here.
How can I help you?
Hi, Dennis. I'm Alex, one of your guests here, and I had some questions about the inn if you don't mind.
Is this about the inn or about the ghost?
Both?
What do you want to know?
Why'd you buy an inn that was haunted?
2 reasons. 1, my great-grandmother originally owned this inn. And 2, I believe the ghost can attract guests.
Your great-grandmother owned the inn?
Yes, Eliza Myers. Hell of a woman.
How did Lisa come to own the place if it was originally your great-grandmother's?
My father sold it off. Eventually Lisa bought it, and now I own it.
Why did your father sell it?
His parents were retiring, but he had no interest in running an inn. He sold it and joined the Navy. He loved the sea. As do I.
But you wanted to buy the inn back?
My great-grandmother and my grandparents poured their hearts into this inn. I think a part of them still lives here. When I came across the listing, I knew I had to buy it.
Why do you believe the ghost can attract guests? You're not worried about the haunted reputation?
No, for 2 reasons. First, I'm not going to let a ghost scare me off from my great-grandmother's legacy. Second, a good businessman works with what he has. I have a haunted inn. Some people, like our guest Miss Himmerman, enjoy visiting haunted locations and telling their readers to visit. I'm not worried at all.
If you love the sea, why didn't you follow in your dad's footsteps?
I thought about it, but I'm more of a businessman than a seaman. I appreciate the sea and I love the craftsmanship of boats, but I don't want to live my life on a boat.
What can you tell me about Shirley Himmerman?
If her readers are as loyal as she says they are, then she is my favorite person right now.
Tell me about Ronnie.
He's been a good worker for the most part. I've had to get onto him a few times, but he knows and loves the White Oak. I'm happy to have him as an employee.
Has anyone complained about him?
Shirley has, but she complains about everything, so I don't take it too seriously.
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Close the door on your way out.
I should be careful. This doesn't look very stable. It won't open.
Welcome to the Grand Air. I'm Lauren. Can I help you find something? Need a new kayak or looking to rent a bike?
Actually, I'm staying at the White Oak Inn and was wondering if you knew anything about the hauntings going on.
Oh, I see. Why are you asking about this?
I'm a curious person, but since I'm a guest, I also want to know if it's a safe place to stay.
Safe. I know a couple accidents happened involving the ghost, but that's what it sounded like. Accidents. If it's really Audrey who's haunting the place, I don't think you have to be worried.
It sounds like you knew Audrey.
I did. We were best friends.
If this is too difficult to talk about,
No, no. Her story needs to be heard. I'm glad there are people who want to know.
you said if it's really her, I don't need to be worried? Why do you say that?
If it's her, there's nothing to be afraid of. She was full of hope. She always saw the best in people, even Ronnie.
You didn't like Ronnie either.
Ronnie is a complicated person. He was my friend, but he really went off track for a while. I didn't like them dating. Audrey had her whole life in front of her, but then Ronnie...
Ronnie what?
I'm sorry. Ronnie is an idiot, and I wish he and Audrey never dated.
Why do you think her ghost has been showing up?
Why do ghosts typically stay around? They're questions that need to be answered.
And you think her ghost is looking for answers?
I think she's hoping someone will.
It must be hard working at the end where Audrey died and Ronnie still works.
It can be, but I feel like I'm honoring Audrey by sticking around.
How so?
Audrey loved that inn. She would have been heartbroken that her mother sold it. I feel like staying there keeps some part of her alive.
What do you know about the collapsed building by the lake?
That's where Audrey crashed when she died. I try to stay away from it. Too many bad memories.
Have you met Shirley?
Yeah, we've talked a bit when I get breakfast ready in the mornings. Sounds like she lives an exciting life going from haunted place to haunted place. I don't know if I could do that.
Why not?
Besides not being able to sleep from seeing all those ghosts, I like being here in the quiet with the clean air. Her job sounds like too much trouble.
It sounds nice living out here. Peace and quiet would be a nice change from my trouble in the city.
Trouble?
Oh, just some stress at work. You know, the air out here is a huge change from where I'm from.
Yeah, it's cool and clean. It's really great out here.
Tell me what it's like working for Dennis.
The inn doesn't feel as homey as it did when Lisa ran the place. Dennis is stricter with schedules and rules, but we did get a raise when he came on, so I can't complain too much.
Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
See you around.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
What have the other hauntings been like?
She mostly shows up and disappears pretty quickly. It's creepy as hell. The first time I saw her, I didn't know what to do. Sometimes she leaves watery footprints behind. A couple times there were accidents. A guest freaked out and fell down the stairs. The mirror in one of the bathrooms broke by itself. Water started dripping near my desk.
Water?
Yeah, but when the plumber came to look at it, he couldn't find a leak anywhere.
That's eerie.
Yeah, no kidding. I haven't had a good night's sleep since this started.
We'll get this figured out, Ronnie.
Yeah, I hope so.
You said you don't remember anything about Audrey's accident?
No, only what Lisa and the police told me. She died in a boating accident on the lake.
You said you dated Audrey. What was your relationship like?
Well, we were friends growing up. We hung out at the inn a lot. We'd sneak away to the lake and go swimming or go for bike rides. One day we decided we didn't want to be just friends anymore. It was good at first, but then things became strained. She was upset that I couldn't keep a job, and her being upset made me want to drink more, so eventually it all blew up.
Thanks for the help.
If you need my help, I'm here.
I can't leave now. I still have a case to solve.
Come in. Well, hello, darling. It's good to see you again. What can I do for you?
I wanted to ask you about your experience at the inn these past few months.
Oh? Do we have another paranormal observer here?
Something like that.
What would you like to know?
You seem like a person who's in the know. Have you noticed anything weird going on around here?
Besides a ghost showing up?
Yeah, like anything with the guests or employees.
Well, there've been some accidents.
What kind of accidents?
A broken mirror after someone saw the ghost in it. A guest fell down the stairs and claimed it was the ghost who pushed him. Things like that. Then there was that one guest who was very upset when his soup spilled into his wife's lap, blamed it on the ghost and made a big fuss about it. Personally, I think he was a clumsy man and didn't want to take the blame.
Why have you hung around? You said you're a writer?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm the writer for the blog Hauntings in Hollow Places. I'm currently writing a book with the same name as well. Maybe you've heard of me, Shirley Himmerman?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
That's a shame.
Have you seen the ghost?
Twice now. I saw her the night she first appeared. I was sitting down in the lobby when I saw a glowing figure walk past the window. One of the guests screamed and the employees were sheet white for days afterwards. The second time, I was walking around the garden and I saw her walking through the woods. Suddenly, she stopped, stared at me, and disappeared.
Creepy.
Oh, it was.
Well, thanks for your help, Shirley. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, dear.
boss? Any updates?
There's another employee who doesn't seem fond of Ronnie.
Oh?
I believe her exact words were, "He's an idiot."
He might be. But is there more to their relationship?
Maybe. She was also friends with the girl who died.
Look into it more. It's amazing what some people will do when they've been hurt.
The new owner of the inn is a little too excited about the ghost.
Why do you say that?
He believes the haunted reputation will bring in business.
There are people who will do anything for money.
Yeah, I'll find out if he's one of those people.
Good.
Talk to you later.
I'll let you get back to work then.
Hi, Alex.
I talked to the new owner, Dennis. He wants to use the ghost sightings as a way to attract guests to the inn. He's hoping Shirley's blog will help him.
Interesting. Could he be making his own business opportunities?
Using a dead girl to buy an inn and then using her as an attraction? That's dark.
Very dark.
But it's a lead. I'll need to find out more about him. I met the only other guest at the White Oak.
Yeah? Who?
A woman named Shirley. She's been staying at the inn for quite a while. Sounds like she was here when the ghost showed up.
Think there's a connection?
Could be. Seems odd that she stuck around, but she mentioned she writes about ghosts.
Ooh, intrigue. A ghost writer who just happens to be around when a ghost shows up.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
And they keep getting stranger.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
These comments are interesting. I can't leave now. I still have a case to solve.
How can I help you?
What are your thoughts on Lauren?
She makes sure the breakfast is ready in the morning. Hadn't had any complaints from our guests, and that's all I can ask for.
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Of course.
Hey, Lauren.
Hi there.
Would it be okay if I ask you some more questions about the inn?
Still feeling uneasy?
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything to worry about, but I've got some time. What do you want to know?
Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
I better get back to work. These bikes won't fix themselves.
This boat has a hole in it.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
Thanks for the help.
If you need my help, I'm here.
I can't leave now. I still have a case to solve.
Come in. Oh, hi, Doc.
I saw that you use a typewriter to write.
Only for my book, dear. It keeps me from overthinking. I'm writing the first draft on the typewriter, then I edit it on my computer back home.
Can you tell me about your book?
Hauntings in Hollow Places. It's a book about all of the best hauntings I've seen in my career. I'm gonna share stories I've never shared with anyone. Still waiting to see if this place ends up in the book.
You might put the White Oak in your book.
A brand new haunted inn that I happen to be around for? Sounds like the perfect ending for my book. Not only do I explore haunted places, I'm there to discover them.
Have you met Lauren?
I've seen her in passing in the mornings. She sets up the most wonderful breakfast, but I haven't been to a shop. Can't say I'm very outdoorsy myself.
What can you tell me about the new owner?
Dennis? I'd say he's all business. Can't say that's a bad thing, but he's not the person you'd hang around for a good time. I caught him hollering at Ronnie one time, too. I don't like a man who yells at his employees.
Why was he yelling at him?
Not entirely sure. I caught the tail end of it, but it was something like, if you just do your job right, maybe you wouldn't be getting these letters.
Interesting. What can you tell me about Ronnie?
Oh, he's fine, just a little slow in doing his job.
What do you mean?
He takes his sweet time getting me fresh towels or going to the store when I ask him to.
Is going to the store part of his job?
It should be.
Have you met Henry?
I stopped by his curiosity shop a couple of times. I've also found him snooping around the inn on several occasions.
Snooping? What was he looking for?
What everyone's looking for. the ghost.
Why does he have an interest in the ghost?
He knew the girl. Knew her family pretty well, from what I hear. Beyond that, I have no idea.
You met Lisa, right? The former inn owner?
I did. Lovely woman. It's a shame she had to sell the place.
I saw some rumors online that you fake hauntings.
Some people shouldn't be allowed to write on the internet.
That's probably true. But what can you tell me about the accusations?
There are people out there who have nothing better to do than tear down those who are actually doing something.
So there's no truth to the claims.
Absolutely not. Why would I lie when there are so many true stories waiting to be told?
Thanks for the help.
Goodbye for now.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
Shirley told me that she's heard Dennis yelling at you before. What was that about?
I messed up someone's reservation. They took it out on Dennis, who took it out on me.
Does he yell often?
Well, that's the only time so far, but he's only been my boss for a couple of months.
Shirley mentioned that she's seen Henry snooping around the inn. Have you seen him around?
I've caught him lurking a few times. I had to tell him to stay off the property.
What do you think he's looking for?
Probably something to do with Audrey. He was really torn up when she died. I think he saw her as the daughter he never had.
And he was close with Lisa?
Yeah, he was good friends with Lisa and her husband.
I'd like to talk to him for myself. How do I get to his shop?
It's a bit of a trek by foot. A lot of people bike around here. We have a bicycle out back you can use, but it needs a part from Lauren's shop. I keep forgetting to pick it up with everything going on.
I could pick it up for you.
Really? That would help me out a lot. I know I'm pushing it, but could you fix the bike as well? It's a simple fix, just a new tube and some air in the tire.
I'm on it. This bike has a flat tire. This bike has a flat tire.
Hi there.
Ronnie sent me to get a package from you.
Oh yeah, he called over. I have it right here for you. I threw in a bottle of tire slime too, so that bike stops getting flats. I keep telling Ronnie he needs to use it.
Slime?
Yeah, you put it in the tires and it seals up any punctures. It'll reduce your chance of getting a flat.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
See you around.
This bike has a flat tire. This bike has a flat tire. This bike has a flat tire.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
I got that bike part from Lauren.
Great. The bike's out back, and there's a bike pumper around here somewhere.
Somewhere? You don't know where?
It shouldn't be too hard to find.
Right. Talk to you later.
Later.
Wait. Does that chest have Audrey's name on it? This bike has a flat tire. This bike has a flat tire. This tire looks good. Can't do that. That won't work. Can't do that. That won't work. Can't do that. That won't work. Can't do that. Gotta add that slime. That won't work. That won't work. Almost there.
Oh, hello there, little lady. Welcome to a new view. Is there something you're looking for? A present for your mother? A dresser? Oh, maybe something a little more interesting. A preserved hamster.
No. Just looking. You have a preserved hamster?
I do indeed. His name's Boo.
You named the hamster.
He came with the name. Take a look around. Let me know if you have any questions.
Actually, I do have some questions.
Of course. I may even have the answers.
You're familiar with the White Oak Inn and what's going on there?
I'm very familiar. You a journalist or something?
No, I'm just a guest staying there.
Oh, and you happened to see the ghost?
Yes, actually. Did you know the ghost? The young woman who died there?
I did. I was good friends with her family, too. Her death was heartbreaking. What did you say your name was?
My name's Alex.
And you are not a journalist?
No, I'm not a journalist.
Because this town doesn't need someone plastering its dark history all over the internet.
I have no interest in plastering anything anywhere. But I am curious about what's happening at the inn. Aren't you?
I'm concerned more than curious.
What are you concerned about?
I'm concerned that nosy people will start hanging around asking nosy questions.
And what are you afraid those nosy people will find?
Things that are none of their business.
You know what? I'd love to look around and see what you have in your store. You said you had a preserved hamster?
Boo.
Right. Boo.
Look around. Let me know if you see anything you like.
Alonzi? Perfect for a detective. Perfect for a detective. I'm missing something.